bring us up to date with the injury situation to start with. We have stories of
That's the reason for this paper. Yeah, we can say they are all on a good way, but not, of course, not available for this game, or most of them not available for the next games. But Stucci is getting better and better. Yesterday was outside first time since Saturday, I think, and yeah, it was okay. And the target for him is Sunday, for sure. So that's what we try to do. For the other players, they are no option for Sunday, of course. We have, but Inxi and Gomez had their operation, and how positive operation can be. It was. Everything is fine now. They're on their way back. But of course, there was no difficulties or something like this, complications. I don't know if the right word. Yeah, Hando and Flanagan, they are getting better and better and better. And Rossiter is a special story, I would say. I've never heard about that a player with 19 years have to play 3 games in 5 days. So that was the problem, why he got injured. And now he is injured, and we still have to wait for him, because I don't think that he's ready to play for after next national break. I don't know with who I have to talk about this, but I will find a way to talk with somebody about this, as it's not okay. 3 matches, 5 days is for sure. You think the same, and that's the reason why he's now injured. And we need him in this moment. Of course, he's a young player, big talent. So it would be cool for him if he's now with us, but he can't. So, but that's the situation, and but we have 2 players back in training, with 3. 3 with Benteke, Firmino, and Lovren. So that's good. More options. Yeah, not real starter options, but of course for the squad. So we have to think about. Have to see. Yesterday they made their first team training. It was okay, and now we will see what we need for this game, and who we will take with us, and who will stay here for another training. But it's, of course, it's very good for us that these players are back.
Информация касательно травмированных игроков. Все набирают форму, все выздоравливают. Касательно игроков, которые прошли операции, им, конечно же, предстоит чуть-чуть больше подождать, чтобы приступить к тренировкам в общей группе. Касательно Фланагана, он становится все лучше и лучше, набирает форму, приступит к общим тренировкам. Конечно же, не в предстоящей игре. Розитер важен, конечно же, но нужно еще время, чтобы он был способен играть в первой команде. Старич тоже набирает форму и скоро будет выступать в стартовом составе.
Well, it's a mixture. It's a mixture of all. About these things you said, we've got, but of course we want to. First of all, we meet here in this wonderful place so often in a week because we want to have success. So, and that's this Europa League group is quite open. No decisions. There's no decision tomorrow in the game, only for the game, and but it could be a big step for us, of course, in the right direction in this group, and that's first of all what we're looking for. Next, we want to see a next step in development. It is not easy. We don't have too much time for training, of course, but that's no. Okay, I say it, but it's not a problem because it's a situation I knew before, so we don't have to talk about this so often. But it is like it is. But we have this experience of the Tottenham game, and it's was for us. It felt good because there was a step in the right direction. It was absolutely not perfect, but if you always look for perfection, you will be never lucky. So we were a little bit of happy with this game, and we could work with it. We did good meeting after the game when we spoke about this game, and I think we did the next step. And now this is a completely different game, of course, because the opponent is completely different to Tottenham. Tottenham was for the first game a little bit of unthinkable. It's the right word. Yeah. So because they are running like devils, pressing, counter-pressing, that's why the game was so wild. Now we have another opponent. They are in their home league, not in the best situation, but last weekend they won an important game for them. Changed manager too, I think in September or something like this. So this is it's like in our situation, European League is a big chance to get a better feeling, to get a good feeling, and to get confidence and so on. And with a special style of play, they are able to play real good football, with defending, midfield pressing or defense pressing, many legs. Defending, so you have to be creative. You have to be really careful because of their counterattacks. You have to be really concentrated in fighting for second balls because they play a long ball on their tall striker, and you have to be concentrated. You have to be good organized, and you have to be maximum. You need to be maximum of concentration, or need to have maximum of concentration in set plays, because they are taller than. That's what a challenge for this game. But the first target that we are the bigger challenge for them. That's what we have to try to do. And I'm really looking forward to this game. You can imagine, because it's a first home game, and it's by night with light, special atmosphere, and I hope we can bring this special atmosphere and can take it and transport it into the game.
Что вы считаете самое главное на данной стадии?
Sorry, a long answer. Yeah, I forgot.
Да, я повторю вопрос. Что вы считаете самое главное на данной стадии? Философия, личные характеристики, либо трудолюбие? На самом деле это комбинация всего. Потому что Ливерпуль находится сейчас в непростой ситуации, нужно двигаться в нужном направлении, отрабатывать все, что отрабатывать, выкладываться по полной. Несмотря на такую сложившуюся ситуацию, у нас есть опыт, как справляться с таким положением. С Тоттенхэмом была непростая игра, но сейчас у нас другой соперник. Несмотря на то, что Рубин выступает не очень удачно в чемпионате на последних играх, мы должны их уважать. Мы понимаем, что у команды есть свой особый стиль игры, они отлично обороняются, нам нужно быть сконцентрированными на каждом игроке этой команды. Большой день для меня, первая домашняя игра, отличная атмосфера на Энфилде, и мы будем стараться, чтобы этот день запомнился всем болельщикам Ливерпуля.
Can I just ask the photographers now, while Mr. Klopp speaking, if we could try and keep it just because other people in the room are struggling to hear, and then continue to photograph during the translation, maybe? Is that okay for the remainder of the press conference? Yeah, that's fine. Well, we'll allow 15
You have one good photo? Huh?
Yeah. So next question is from Simon.
Hello again.
Hi.
How far ahead are you allowing yourself to think? I know you've got a lot of games coming up now. Is it just the next one, or do you think in terms of the next Premier League game, the next League Cup game?
Yeah, of course. I always think about the whole situation, and it's but we have to make maximum concentration on the next game, of course. And if you ask me this because of maybe of rotation or things like this, for this you need to have players, you need to have stability. You cannot. It's not allowed to rotate in a moment when you are rotate on 4, 5, 6 positions, for example, when you're not together since I don't know how long. Because then rotation is okay if the players can handle the situation. If you know before that they cannot, then it's not okay. Then you only can leave a few players out of the pitch, but the other players have to swim for their life, and that's not okay. So it's a little bit like all what we do in this moment during the week. we have to decide between and this is okay. Maybe we can. Of course, we can change. We have 2-3 options, and maybe we will take one of them. But we cannot bring Benteke and Firmino now for starting, for example. So we have to think about when can we bring them in and so on. That's the thing we talk about. If all the players are fit and we work together for a while, then you can think about the whole situation. Think, okay, now today is this game, but we need him for maybe Southampton or Crystal Palace or Chelsea or whoever. But that's not our situation. So we saw all the young players, not all, but most of the young players this week. We had the talent group here. We had special exercises with them, so that we know a little bit more about these guys. And but good what we saw. And so we will see who will be with us tomorrow.
Как далеко вы смотрите в будущее? Вы смотрите на каждую игру премьер-лиги отдельно, либо с каким-то потенциалом? На каждую игру своя концентрация. Конечно, нужно заглядывать на весь сезон в целом, но уделяем особое внимание каждой игре. Поэтому касательно ситуации с травмами приходится использовать ротацию состава. Ротация состава хороша только если игроки с ней справляются. К сожалению, мы не можем использовать всех наших лучших игроков, поэтому уделяем особое внимание и молодежной команде. Проводим с ними время, уделяем внимание молодежной команде. Занимаемся отдельными какими-то упражнениями, чтобы приспосабливать их к будущим играм.
A few.
Have you ever had some offers from Russian clubs? And how would be your reaction if, for example, like after going out of Dortmund, you had an offer from Zenit or someone else? The second question is...
There were 2 questions.
Yeah, so we'll just take
Okay.
We'll come back to just one question.
No?
Yes, yes.
Also first, don't have to translate now in Russian and then. Sorry. I don't think so. No, I don't think that I have. Or nobody told me. I don't know. But after Dortmund, I want to have a break. And if somebody called me this time, it's not. I would not be interested in whatever. But now I'm here and I don't have to think about offers from Russian. But it's a nice country. I have been there in, I don't know when, but in St. Petersburg, when we played there. It's a really beautiful town. So, but it's not the right moment to think about things like this.
Поступали ли вам предложения из России? К примеру, предлагал ли вам «Зенит» перейти из Дортмунда? После Дортмунда у меня был небольшой перерыв, нужно было тщательно выбирать следующую команду. Был в России, очень неплохая страна, был опыт проведения игр с российскими командами. Но я думаю, сейчас неподходящий момент, чтобы говорить об этом, потому что мы сосредоточены на предстоящих играх.
Hi.
The owners are reportedly going to be here tomorrow night. You talk about the special occasion at Anfield, your first home game. Does that just add to it that little bit more?
I hope so. I cannot say so much about atmosphere at Anfield, but I want to go there, want to feel, and then we will see. That's what we spoke about. That's what we are all waiting for this. For these special moments, we are absolutely clear, and we know about our job we have to do for the special atmosphere. But of course, if somebody want to surprise us, be louder than ever in your life. Try to be wilder than ever in your life in a positive way. Try to. That's all, and we will see what will when we bring these things together. Emotion never disturbs. So it's okay. You can. We have to be concentrated, but we have to. That's football. But we have to be really open for help from outside. And if somebody want to help us, then it's cool. But this game, it's very important for this game And I think we have to be, patient, because in a football way, it's not allowed that the game is boring for somebody, but but it's in this moment you start, you have one advantage, that is you play at home. It's only an advantage if everybody know that how hard the work will be in this game, and I hope that nobody is waiting for 4-0 after 3 minutes or something like this, and is then disappointed because it is not like he dreamed or whatever. So that's football. What we are doing now, and the special atmosphere of Anfield, very welcome.
Касательно особой атмосферы на стадионе Энфилда. Конечно же, я в предвкушении, это особенные моменты. Нужно сконцентрироваться на игре. В этом нам, конечно, помогают болельщики. Игра особенная, нужно оставаться спокойными, но в футбольном понятии. Очень важно, чтобы все понимали, что не нужно ожидать крупной победы уже после 3 минут матча, поэтому мы будем делать свою работу, а болельщики нас в этом поддержат.
Sorry, a little bit louder. Sorry.
There are some who would say that young players should be able to play lots of games in a short space of time. Can you explain what the medical concerns are about Ross playing 2 games in 5 days?
But it's too much. What can we say? 3 games in 5 days. Football is 90 minutes. Special things you have to use your muscles and also on. And if you're young, maybe you are more resistant against things from outside. But of course, that's not normal. 3 matches in 5 days and send him back. That's not. I will have to talk to somebody. We are in contact. Our dog Andy and Chris, they are in contact with some people. I didn't want at my first day at Anfield or at Melwood have a call with somebody of the FA, but for sure, this is not okay. That's all I say. There's no doubt about it. That's not okay. We have a hamstring. You have a hamstring muscle problems. Where shall he come? In the last game, and I don't know which minute, maybe he played through and then he came back. It was not of the flight, it was not in the train, it was not in the car, it was the match. Because of the match. Oh. These young players are our future. If we handle them like horses, we got horses. So, but we want that they improve and that they get better and that they have time, field time, and not the pressure, too much pressure. And if don't have to play 3 games in 5 days. That's all I want to say. But it's interesting that I have to answer this again because it's normal. It's normal in England 3 games in 5 days. Okay, on Christmas I know 2 games in 2 days.
Вопрос о молодых игроках и их медицинском состоянии, как они относятся к такому напряженному графику. Конечно же, график очень напряжен, 3 игры за 5 дней – это слишком, это ненормально. Повторю это еще несколько раз. Нужно о них заботиться о их будущем, а не подвергать их такому напряженному графику уже на таких ранних стадиях. Поэтому так.
Nein, die Spieler verstehen mich alle. Das ist kein Problem. Für die Ausländer. Oh, all the players. Sorry, English. What's the question in English or what? Yeah, okay. My answer has to be in English. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the players all understand what I say. 2 reasons. It's football. What we talk about, first of all, and next, I think for the players from foreign countries, it's much easier to understand me than. I have to be careful what I say. Yeah, with a special English slang, maybe that it's not so easy how I think. So that's easier for the players, and I told all the English players if they don't understand me, they should give me a sign And they gave me no sign until now. So. But it's not too complicated, but I have to say for sure, there's nothing. I don't think about this, my language in this moment. I want to improve, I want to learn more, but for what we are doing now, everything is okay. The most difficult situations are always in press conferences, and I don't care about press conferences. So if you don't understand me, no problem. But my player will understand me, and so that's good.
Касательно высказываний на прошлой неделе. Очень надеюсь, что вы меня правильно поняли. Главное, чтобы игроки меня тоже правильно поняли. Я думаю, это их в неком смысле расслабит, но и разрешит им профессионально относиться к вопросу. Я не думаю об своем английском. Конечно, это сложно приходить на пресс-конференции и высказываться на другом языке. Я думаю больше о работе и предстоящих играх.
The biggest misunderstanding in my life is, and always people ask me if it's possible to play this kind of football. When I started Mainz, they asked me each week. Then I came to Dortmund, they asked me all 3 days. The thing is, you don't have to play like this about 90 minutes. The only possibility to learn it is to start like this. But if you have the ball, you don't have to run like crazy. And if you defend, if you get a better feeling for this kind of defending, it's not this kind of wild that when he did. It's only the start. But of course, counter pressing. If you watch yesterday, Bayern against or Arsenal against Bayern had 70% ball possession and lose the game 2-0. That's football. And Arsenal is one of the first games I saw when they played really defense. They played really defending, very disciplined, good plan against Bayern, and won this game. So what we have, we need to have a plan, and that's what we are trying. But we are not running. We don't have to run 150 kilometers a game only to be successful. But we have to be prepared for each way we have to do. And that's what we did. It's always talking about can you do this all 3 days? Yes, of course we need healthy players, but we don't kill the players. We train with them, and they have the confidence, and they have the physical skills to do this because they are young, they're healthy, they're professionals, all these things. So we don't have to think about this. We had 116 or 19 kilometers, I don't know exactly, against Tottenham. Of course, there were 5 kilometers we didn't have. It was not useful that we did them, but we did it because we want. It was not the most clever thing, but now we can try to turn the screws and bring them in the right way and in the right moment, better timing, better things, cooler, more with the ball, all these things, and then it gets better and better and better. But we never. If you play against a much better team and you are not ready to run more than they do, then you are crazy. So, and Tottenham is together for a long time. We're stable with results, with performance, with all these things. So we have to make them problems. That's what we try to do. And now we try to make problems to Rubin Kazan.